Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can see some future videos from me and even look at some past videos. For you guys who have been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. So this week, you guys know I usually do weekly vlogs, but I've been getting a lot of questions about hair content and how I do my hair, and I've been like playing around with some Instagram reels, but I figured I'll do an actual hair video this time. So as of right now, this is an old wash and go. If you follow me on Instagram, well, actually you should see in my last vlog, you kind of saw how my wash and go turned out, and then I also show how I basically refreshed the style. And I also had an Instagram reel basically showing how I refreshed the style as well. So this is how it is. My hair needs to be washed and conditioned. It's actually still really soft right now. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna go ahead and wet it and use a conditioner to detangle it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair, and we're gonna just do another wash and go. So I'm hoping that I can actually get it done tonight because my hair takes forever to dry. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get my spray bottle and the conditioner, and then I'll be right back. Basically I have some hot water. It's in this the same bottle I showed you guys in my last vlog. So it's a little bit bright, so you probably can't see it. There we go. So it's the As I Am bottle that's supposed to be Jamaican black castor oil in it. It's supposed to be Jamaican black castor oil in it, but it's not. I just put hot water in this bottle. And I do have one of those spray mister bottles, but I prefer a regular spray bottle because the water is actually warm when it sprays out versus the mister bottle. By the time it comes out of the bottle, the water isn't warm anymore, and warm water works best for my hair. And then I'm just going to use this Aussie Miracle Moist conditioner. You can get this from like Walmart or Target. I think I got it from, I don't know, I got it from Kroger, or was that Myers? One of these stores. It was like $5 for this big old thing, and I actually really like this conditioner. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and detangle my hair. And I think this is actually gonna be a chit chat too, because there's been some things going on in my life. I really wanted to talk about mental health and things like that. Let me go ahead and just spray my hair down. Well, okay. Oh, this ponytail has been in my hair for a couple days, so my hair is like kind of tangled in it. So don't do that. Woo, yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and just section off the back of my hair. I'm gonna start with this little section here. I also grabbed a towel. I'll go ahead and put this towel around my neck because I know it's about to get real. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to talk about, okay, no, this towel is real bulky, I'm sorry, y'all. So I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health because it's kind of one of those subjects that a lot of people are talking about it now. Okay, I'm gonna use about this much on this section. So a lot of people are talking about it right now, which is great. But it's still something that's a really important subject to talk about, especially in the Black community, because we really have grown up not talking about it that much. Like, it's really just became a thing. in maybe the last couple of years that more people are kind of speaking out about their mental health. Me personally, I definitely have my own mental health issues. And to be completely transparent with you guys, I personally deal with depression and anxiety. So that's something that I know that I've, you know, in my personally, I've always felt like I've had it for a really long time. But a few months ago, I was officially diagnosed by a doctor that I have major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder, which is basically just the medical terms for it. So I have major depression and anxiety, and ever since I've been diagnosed, I actually take medication for it every single day, which I'm not ashamed of, by the way. I take medication for it every single day, and it keeps me on track. It keeps my mind regulated. I can actually focus on things. I've always been one of those people that kind of have a million things going on in their mind at one time, and my medication actually does really help with that. And I know that kind of sounds like, it almost sounds like ADHD or something like that, but that's not what it is. I've never had ADHD. It's never been one of those things that my teachers have, you know, growing up, that they've said that I possibly had. Because all through school, you know, elementary school, middle school, high school, I had always gotten really good grades. So basically, I've always kind of had issues like that. Those issues run in my family. My father actually committed suicide when I was about 6 years old. So it's always, like I said, it's just something that, you know, is kind of in the family. So that's something that, of course, really affected me growing up. Just knowing that that was what happened. Of course, I didn't know it when it first happened. I was about 6 years old when it first happened, and you know, I got told a different story of, you know, why he passed away, because honestly, I don't think that's something that you can tell a 6-year-old. But I think that the fact that I didn't find out the real story until I was an adult definitely affected me, because his death in general already affected me. And so once I found out the real story, you know, that kind of took a toll on me. And, you know, also as a person that has never taken death very well, when certain people in my life have passed away, you know, I take it really, really hard. Yo, my hair is so, like, it's moisturized, but like it's dry. Like you can you can tell it's time for a wash. But yeah, and back to what I was saying. But yeah, basically, when certain people in my life have passed away, it has, you know, affected me, because I wasn't a person that has ever dealt with death very well. It usually has me going into a spiral, and what had made it worse was I also had really bad coping mechanisms. Once you're an adult, you know, it's very easy to say like, oh my god, like I can't believe this happened, like I need a drink, you know. And when so many of these different events keep happening, it kind of becomes the norm. And that's kind of how it was for me. Like, the norm was, okay, you're going through a stressful event, like it's time to go get a drink. And I have found that that's how a lot of people that I know cope with stress. You know, we might go out a little bit more, we might just go to the liquor store and get a little drink, because like that's all we can do. Especially being from Wisconsin. We are a drinking state. Like, drinking is one thing that Wisconsinites excel at. I guess I'll say that. Like, we're a beer state, you know. That's one of our state, what's it called? Like, state, that's one thing that Wisconsin is known for, is their beer. Like, people come to Wisconsin to get certain beers because they're not sold anywhere else. So it's very easy to kind of fall into this heavy drinking thing, and you know, that definitely does not help when you have a mental illness. So with me, I had kind of got to a point where well, really, I was drinking too much, and I was also, you know, I was really depressed. Last year, I had a friend, a really good friend of mine, actually pass away, and I didn't take it well. I really didn't take it well. So I was drinking a lot more, and you know, just every day was just kind of going through the motions. Like, I didn't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to sleep. Well, not that I didn't want to sleep, I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to eat. Like, I was really going through it. So me kind of mentally not being where I was supposed to be, or how I was supposed to be, that lasted for a really long time. And so when that happened, that was last August or September, so about a year ago. And then that lasted for a long time, and it didn't help that you know, certain people that I was around, you know, were heavy drinkers. And this person in particular, it's a guy that I had began dating in October, and we dated from October to February. So he was, I'm not gonna, you know, talk, you know, bad about him or anything, because he actually just passed away this week. Yeah, so we were dating, and he was a little bit of a heavy drinker. He was a heavier drinker than I was, but nonetheless, we were both drinkers. So I mean, most of the time, if he was drinking, you know, I was drinking with him, and vice versa. And we didn't really have really good, you know, drinking habits. So that kind of escalated on to my mental health issues, because when drinking is involved, it's kind of a, as far as one of my therapists said, it's kind of a, I can't remember what. Yes, baby. So it's kind of a, they go hand in hand. Yeah. So drinking and depression go hand in hand, because what happens is, what happens is you get depressed, and so you drink, but then alcohol is also a depressant. So then you drink the alcohol and you get more depressed. But then, since you're more depressed, you want to drink some more. So, so it wasn't a good situation, and by, you know, February is when I had kind of realized that that wasn't a good situation for me to be in. And so we stopped talking because I knew that I had my own stuff to deal with. And unfortunately, even though we really cared about each other, I knew that being with him was making my situation worse off from me. Like, it wasn't benefiting me in any way. It was just causing more stress to my life. And so we stopped talking. We were on okay terms though, I guess. You know, it wasn't like a horrible, I don't know if I could call it a breakup or not, but it wasn't horrible or anything. But you know, we didn't really talk after that. It was just like, okay, this is over because it's not working. It's not working for me anymore. And yeah, so and probably a few months after that was when I actually ended up going to get help for my depression and anxiety, because it had got to a point where other people were noticing that something wasn't right with me. And my mom intervened basically and helped. So I went away for about a week to a mental health facility. And at first, I'm gonna tell that story on a different video. I'm not gonna tell that full story, but at first I didn't want to be there. After I was there, for the amount of time I was there, I was able to, you know, see some good in that situation. So yeah, so like I said, now I've been doing a lot better mentally. Like I said, I take medication every single day because sometimes that's just what you need. There are people who, you know, they want to take a natural approach, which is fine, but for me, I think that this is working the best for me. Like, personally, I can tell when, like, if I say I don't take my medication for a couple days, I'm not gonna notice the day of or the next day, but I'll notice if it's been like 3 or 4 days, because I'll start feeling weird. And not weird like I'll start feeling sick, but like little things like so I take 2 medications. I take one medication for my depression, which is one that I have to take once a day. I take it every morning. And then I have an anxiety medication, which is one that I just take as needed, so I don't have to take that every day. And probably about, I want to say it was a month ago, I kept forgetting to take my anxiety medication because, you know, I felt like I didn't need it, but at the same time, I was taking it every day. So the reason why I felt okay was because I was taking it every day. But I felt that I didn't need it, so I was always like, well, I'll just take it if I feel like I need it, blah, 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 whatever. And so all of a sudden, I didn't take it for, I want to say 4 days. And I, mentally started feeling a little bit off. I couldn't focus on my schoolwork. I had, some months ago, I had started taking an online web design program. And so I'd be like doing the work for my class and I couldn't focus on it, or it just, I don't know. It almost felt like I wasn't, like I was understanding what I was doing like in the class, but at the same time, I don't know, like it just wasn't feeling right. And then I remember this because I didn't take my medication. And I'm, starting to have these negative thoughts about what I'm doing, but it's because I hadn't taken my medication. Okay, so now my hair is detangled. I didn't get too much shedding, but I did get a bunch of old product buildup on my shirt and all over my pants. Ugh. And then, so as you see, I detangle with my fingernails, which is a lot easier for me. But if you don't have longer nails, then, you know, a detangling brush works just fine as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair, and then I will be back to start the styling process. All right, so my hair is now washed and deep conditioned, and I have my microfiber towel on my head because those are better for your hair, because it doesn't snag your hair like a regular towel would. So yeah, so basically I'm gonna go ahead and put in a leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna use the Cream of Nature Aloe and Black Castor Oil Reconstructing Anti-Breakage Leave-In. And then for you know, people always want to text me when I'm doing stuff, y'all. But as far as my styler, I'm going to use the Maya Organics Pomegranate and Honey Twisting Souffle. And then as far as my gel, using the trusty Wetline Extreme Gel. So, alright, so let me, hopefully I don't have any conditioner left in my hair, but if I do, it'll be fine, whatever. Woo. Here I'm talking about this towel don't snag your hair that much, and my hair just got snagged a little bit anyway. So y'all probably hear my daughter's tablet in the background, so just, you know, ignore that. So I'm gonna go ahead and divide my hair up into 4 parts. Whew. There you go. Okay, so I got my hair parted into 4 sections. First, I'm gonna go ahead and put some leave-in conditioner in. I usually will add my leave-in in the shower when I wash my hair in the shower, but obviously I didn't do that today. So I'm just gonna spray some on my hands here. And just put it all over the section. Alright, and then I'll get a small section here because I'm doing a wash and go. And with wash and goes, I'm still learning my process, but I'm learning that you need to use small sections. All right, so first I'm gonna go ahead and wet this section. As the sections need to be wet. I'm just kind of wiping the last of the leave-in conditioner I have on my hands. Alright, and I got a little bit of the Twisting Souffle. And I'm going to just put that all over. So right now I'm detangling my hair with the product in it. And you can start to see a little bit of a curl pattern. Now this really bottom section down here, sometimes I just can't get that because my hair is a little bit shorter down there. Now also with this too, if you want to use a detangling brush on this part, you could. so now that that's fully detangled, now I'll take some gel, about this much. Actually, that might have been a little bit much. Yeah, that might have been a little bit much, but that's fine. Then you want to make sure you know, really get to the roots too. Get that product on the roots. And just go in from like both sides and do like this. So I could leave it like this, but I'm not going to, because my hair just kind of frizzes up a little bit. Even though, you know, my curls, you can see them, but my hair is naturally frizzy, and I shingle. I shingle and finger curl. So what I do is take a piece like this. A lot of people, they just kind of smooth it out. But what I'm gonna do, finger coil it twice. You just keep on doing that. Probably should have started from back here though. There we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing the same process with the rest of my hair. I am going to be putting a little bit of leave-in conditioner on you know, the parts of my hair when I part it though, before I wet it again, just so I can make sure that part has leave-in conditioner on it. But I'm basically doing the same process. So my mental health journey has been a long one, but I'm glad that I've been getting the help that I've needed for so long. And I just wanted to start being a regular conversation in the Black community. Because it's so much like, first of all, it's so much stigma around it. Even when you watch old shows, like they're like, you're a black, well, like I be watching Girlfriends all the time because that's one of my favorite shows. Especially since it's finally, well, it's been on Netflix for like a year, but you know, it's always been one of my favorite shows. But it's even a line on there when Joan starts to go to therapy, and they're like, black people don't go to therapy, black people go to church. That's the problem right there. Not saying that church can't help, because it definitely will help, but sometimes people need a little bit more than just church. Sometimes people need an actual therapist. You know, sometimes they need to actually take you know, medication, because it really might be like a chemical imbalance. You know, and plus, even speaking of church, like everybody, all black people don't believe in God. It just, you know, it is what it is. I do, but all black people don't believe in God. So you can't just be telling people that all their problems can be solved with church, because maybe that person just doesn't go to church. But the older I get, the more, you know, you kind of learn that there's a lot of people with some, with mental health issues. And they should really make it easier for people to get help, but it's like so difficult for a person to just get help. You know, sometimes you don't want to talk to your family about it because you feel like, you know, they're not going to be supportive or going to be like, yeah, whatever. You know, like it's that one meme where it's like, hey, mom, I'm depressed. Like, oh, okay, depress them dishes. You know, black parents for a long time really just didn't take mental health issues seriously. So, yeah. And then going back to the alcohol thing. I mean, a lot of people who have mental health issues, I mean, we try to find our answer at the bottom of the bottle. You know, and that's not, well, for one, it's not healthy. It's really gonna mess up your kidneys and your liver. We gotta make it easier and more acceptable for people to talk about their issues and get help for those issues. And I've actually been doing a lot better in life ever since I stopped drinking. So I haven't had any alcohol whatsoever since like April, before I went to the mental health facility. I haven't had any liquor at all. So no wine, no beer, not even a mimosa at brunch. I haven't had any, which, you know, as of right now, like I'm fine with. You know, I'm kind of at a point where I don't even know if I will ever start drinking again. Don't take my word for it, because I don't want y'all to see me with a drink in the video one day and be like, you said you wasn't drinking no more. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna stop indefinitely, but I just feel like I've been doing so much better without alcohol in my life. I don't wake up, you know, groggy or, you know, super cranky or anything like that. You know, I'm a lot more productive. Also, it saves money, you know, so I've definitely been doing a lot better. And I even had a friend who says on Instagram, she said, you know, a lot of y'all mental health issues is because, you know, you can't stay sober. And I think that is where a lot of people's kind of come from. You know, I was kind of to a point where, you know, if I knew an event was coming up, like, I would, you know, have a drink beforehand so I could like calm my nerves. That's how bad my anxiety would be about stuff. But it definitely became a little bit too much. You know, I would, especially if I was going out, you know, I really don't like being in, you know, very large crowds or anything like that. So if I was going to any type of festival or like a concert or anything, or, like I said before, if I was going to a bar, not a bar, but like a, like the club, like I needed to be tipsy before I even walked in there. Cause I mean, halfway, because like, yeah, that would save money because, you know, they charge a whole lot of drinks at the club, a whole lot for drinks at the club, I mean, but oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, they do charge a whole lot for drinks at the club, but also because I don't like walking through such a large amount of people like that, you know. I think these sections that I'm finger coiling might be a little bit too big, but you know, it's all gonna work out because my hair is too big to be trying to do 50 million coils all through my head, y'all. And if it feels like my eyes are off, it's because I'm looking at myself in the monitor, which is above my camera. I really need to get the Sony camera because the monitor pops out to the side instead of the top. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my hair, and I'm gonna speed this up, and then once I'm done, I'll come back to you guys. I'm about to make this the last section because, y'all, my arms hurt. I'm tired. So here we go. Alright, y'all, so it's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna have to sit under the dryer to finish this hair because if I go to sleep on it, my curls they're not gonna be popping. So yeah, I did put 2 bobby pins right here just so that the top can lay down. And yeah, I'm gonna be up for a long time tonight, so I will come back to you guys when my hair is actually dry. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I sat under the dryer for about an hour actually. Surprisingly, my hair didn't take a super long time to dry. Yeah, sat under the dryer for about an hour, and then I used a blow dryer on my roots to stretch it out a little bit, and these are my results. Have you guys get like a little bit of a close-up here. So my curls are popping, my hair is soft, which is so great because the last thing that you want your hair to be is dry when you have a wash and go. And yeah, I really like the results. So this is probably my favorite combination to use for a wash and go. I will try some other things, but right now, since I know it's working for me, that's probably what I'm going to keep on using for a little bit. But yeah, I really like it. So yeah, but to end my chit chat before, I'm just gonna say, you know, if you or if anybody else you know is dealing with some mental health issues, you know, just make sure you know, get some help or talk to somebody, because there's always somebody who is, you know, available to listen. So just make sure you talk to somebody. If you need to get the extra help, there's no shame in getting the extra help that you need. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, definitely leave a comment below and I'll see it, and I'll, you know, maybe make a little bit more videos like this. Otherwise, make sure you like the video if you really like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. thank you. Please subscribe. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.